XQC signs a $100 million deal with Kick. A guy who spends 12 hours a day playing video games is suddenly being compared to NBA stars. But that contract is only a slice of a fortune, now estimated at over 500.
That doesn't even include the subs he gets from Kick and or Twitch. That's just the salary. That is insane. 100 million. And he has so many people in his chat. Text to speech, all that. Bro, oh my goodness gracious. I see why he talks the way he talks. I see why he talks the way he talks. Because that is an insane number.
$100 million. How did XQC
That doesn't even include YouTube either.
stack that kind of money?
Sponsors?
And why does it keep dragging him into public feuds with the internet's biggest names?
I'll be holding my composure, but that. Oh my god!
XQC makes no sense. He's way too rich to be relatable. Yeah, he brings in crazy views. I don't think it's relatability. It used to be relatability when he first started, probably. But it's not relatability anymore. Now it's just his support base that he grew. It's kind of like Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast was really relatable in the very, 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 very beginning. Then he started giving out money. And the people in his videos became relatable. XQC was just relatable. Now he's relatable because he still plays games. He does the same things. XQC has never changed. XQC doesn't need to pivot. Because people still like watching him play games. Even though sometimes we can barely understand him, he's still good at what he does.
If what I said was cap, call cap on it.
It's 2018. XQC logs onto Twitch, no longer wearing his Overwatch League jersey. His streams are loud, chaotic, and completely unfiltered, but it works. By mid-2019, he's averaging 20,000 concurrent viewers, often peaking over 50,000. That means tens of thousands of paid subs. In 2020,
yeah, his voice and accent are definitely a part of it. It's definitely a part of his shtick, you could say. Because you can't understand him half the time, I'm just being honest.
A Twitch earnings leak revealed that he'd made $8.4 million over 2 years, just from Twitch. At the same time, his YouTube highlights channel exploded. That pulled in another $200,000 to $300,000 a year. He also picked up sponsorships, gaming companies, energy drinks, even a short stint with an esports org. By early 2021, XQC was making around $4 million a year, all from content. X streamed absurd hours every single day, often going live.
And I will say he's a grinder. When he was started, I'm pretty sure he was streaming like 6 hours a day, and he didn't miss days. I will say I respect that out of XQC. He didn't miss days, and he streamed long hours.
10 to 12 hours without breaks. And
10 to 12 hours. Almost every day. Some people just want it, man. Some people just want it.
rarely, if ever, taking.
You can't even say he doesn't deserve it, bro. That's insane. That's insane. A lot of people think that if they could grow like this now without TikTok, they would do it, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't be able to. I promise you.
Days off, burnouts, bans, and meltdowns happen regularly, but instead of pushing viewers away, they brought more in. By the end of 2021, he became one of Twitch's most watched streamers, and what came next would make everything before look small. In late 2021, XQC added a new type of content: gambling streams. Fan estimates put his deal between $3 and $5 million a year. In early 2023, he casually said on stream that he'd wagered over $3 billion on In one session, he lost $300,000, shrugged it off, and kept going. It became a regular part of the content. These streams pulled huge numbers. The gambling content sparked controversy, but it worked. And for XQC, it was more profitable than anything else he'd done before. By mid-2023, rumors started circulating that XQC was negotiating with Kick. Then came the official deal. $70 million guaranteed, with up to $30 million in bonuses. The total, $100 million over 2 years, and no
$100 million for 2 years. 50 mil a year. Jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. That is insane. That is an insane amount of money to be making.
exclusivity, meaning he could still freely stream on Twitch and other platforms.
And it wasn't exclusive. Oh my gosh. 100 million non-exclusive. That is crazy. That is insanity.
The scale of the deal got instant attention, bigger than most sports contracts. Kick saw him as the one streamer who could bring legitimacy to their platform. While still earning on Twitch and YouTube, his setup didn't change, still the same routine. But now, he had a Ferrari SF90 sitting outside. X used to downplay his lifestyle, but that didn't last. His first major buy was a McLaren 720S Spider, worth around $300,000. He didn't even have a license yet. Then came the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, which can cost over $600,000. Next came watches. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak coming in at $456,000, followed by other rare watches, each one of them making an appearance on stream. Fans have speculated that X's watch collection is over $50 million. He also bought his brother a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. That was another $200,000 plus. At this point, XQC wasn't trying to hide his money. He was showing exactly what it looked like.
I swear, if I made 100 million as a streamer, I'd retire after the deal after 100 million. I would have no motivation to stream. And that's why Kick doesn't do deals anymore. XQC is one of the very rare cases. Alright? XQC is one of the very rare cases. Because everybody else who got a Kick deal, all their streams changed. And they didn't stream as much. And then as soon as their deal ended, they left. Everybody left after they got that deal. They didn't make as much as XQC did, though. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they weren't making 100 mil. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. They weren't making 100 mil non-exclusive. I promise you they weren't making that.
Feud between XQC and Kai Cenat didn't start with money, but that's where it escalated. It began when X made a passing comment criticizing streamers who bought views and rely on celebrity collabs for content. While he never mentioned Kai directly, the internet assumed he was talking about him, and Kai didn't take it lightly. Inevitably, he reached a breaking point and fired back on stream by saying,
Felix, let me tell you something, Felix, okay? I'll be holding my composure, but that. You. That ass, bro. If you gonna be on some funny shit.
I genuinely think Felix doesn't even need to be talking about that stuff, though. Like, see, and that's where it gets weird for me, right? Felix is allowed to have his opinions, which is fine. But it always comes off as hate. It always comes off as hate. That's the one thing about XQC that is weird. That is off to me. It always comes off as hate.
Stop, bro. Like, that ass, gang.
It was an open challenge, not just to XQC's ego, but to his entire net worth. X didn't back down.
Because we can do whatever you want to do. Watch for watch, house for...
Oh no. Come on. You did not want to go band for band. We're not going there.
House M for M, I'm with it.
We're not.
You can't do that with me. So don't try to do something. No. I'll fill up my whole arm. And I'm very humble, gang.
I got AMP's entire net worth on a one USB stick in some safety deposit box somewhere, okay, buddy? We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
The tension wasn't just for show. These were two of Twitch's biggest creators publicly calling each other out over money, respect, and flexing.
Like, why is there beef? Y'all are both rich. Y'all are both wealthy. Why is there beef? It doesn't make any sense. Y'all are both making a lot of money. Who cares who's making a little bit more? Who's going to be making a little bit more? I feel like Felix is the one streamer that other streamers envy, bro. It's clear when it comes to money. He is clear. I ain't gonna lie. He's clear. He never has to stream again if he doesn't want to. His grind when it comes to streaming is unmatched.
FaZe Banks also jumped in with a flex of his own.
That's not bad.
Oh my gosh, when he said this, bro.
Very nice. Very nice.
Humble days? Humble? This is humble? Can I please get humble? Please. Please let me be humble. I'm begging to be humble.
Nice. Damn. Reminds me of the up and coming days when I used to be broke as fuck. I used to have one of these. The humble days, chat. The humble days, man. I hope he makes it. Much love, man.
It wasn't a full-blown feud, more of a flex-off, but the tone was clear. In 2022, XQC's breakup with streamer Adapt went from personal to legal.
You are delusional. Get some fucking help.
She filed a common law marriage claim in British Columbia. She argued they shared finances. Court documents showed she wanted half of XQC's assets. This case
That's what I'm saying. Can I get humble? Can I get a humble Porsche? Can I get a humble Ferrari? A GT Porsche? Like, come on,
some
bro.
of XQC's accounts, his McLaren was temporarily seized, and for months the legal battle hovered in the background, but they eventually settled out of court. Rumors suggested that X paid a 7-figure sum to finally end it. By mid-2024, XQC's estimated net worth was around $550 million. His yearly earnings alone outpaced entire careers. Compared to his peers, Kai Cenat, 14 to 18 million, FaZe Banks, 10 to 20 million, Ninja, 50 million, and Ludwig, 15 to 20 million. X turned streaming into $500 million empire, and somehow he's still doing it the exact same way.
If you play video, wow.